music channel. Feel it, dance it.
Drop it.
DropTV.
Muy buenas tardes, noches, amigos de DropTV en todo el mundo, especialmente de habla hispana en Latinoamérica, en España, países de habla hispana. Hoy tenemos un invitado de excepción muy importante en conexión con Canadá. Pero primeramente vamos a saludarlos a todos. También vamos a hablar durante todo el programa en inglés y en español, porque el invitado es de habla inglesa, como podéis imaginar. Antes de nada, lo que podemos deciros es que estamos en directo en Facebook Live, lo que es la página oficial de DropTV Show, página oficial de DropTV, y también directo a través de Twitch, DropTV-bajo, en directo en Twitch también. Nos podéis seguir y ver todos los programas en directo. Muy importante recordaros que a partir del lunes 3, la semana que viene, semanas, no vamos a tener DropTV Connected. Hemos anunciado en directo aquí en Vía Televisión y también, como no, en redes sociales, que vamos a hacer unos especiales llamados DropTV Rewind, con 10 episodios de la serie Dropping, con artistas que han ido pasando durante tiempos pasados, durante este año pasado, por el estudio que tenemos, Stage 1, plató principal de DropTV, muy importante. También, Proyecto Aura, no os olvidéis, dentro de poco iremos desvelando más cosas, también podremos el clip de Aura, algo muy importante, el secreto será desvelado dentro de poco y trabajando. Mientras tanto, estas 2 semanas el equipo de DropTV descansa y también va a trabajar en diferentes proyectos que ya iremos desvelando más adelante. Así que, bueno, pues vamos a hablar un poquito en inglés. So, thank you very much for joining this special TV show. This is the number 22, the 22nd DropTV Connected Live to DropTV, your Spanish-speaking electronic music TV. Thank you very much. I'm King, aka Sample King, and we have a special live TV show connecting with Canada with a good professional and good friend as well. And first of all, we introduce first clip for introducing and presenting the guest today. Vamos a presentar con un clip al invitado de hoy, a Carlo.
You are now watching DropTV.
DropTV.
Feel it, dance it, drop it.
So we are ready. We are ready for introduce. Hello. So we are ready for introduce our guest of today, Mr. Carlo, connecting with Canada. How are you? Good evening.
Good.
Good afternoon, Carlo.
Afternoon. Evening for you. Afternoon for us.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
So how are you? How are you, Carlo?
I've been very good. Enjoying a lot of time at home with the family. I always wondered when the last time I'm going to get to spend a summer in Toronto is, and here we are.
How is the temperature right now there in Toronto?
Right now it's hot, man. We're about between 30 and 35 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, so we're just like
so
Europe,
in Spain. I can tell you right now in Spain right now, I just saw a guy dressed in red with horns and like the devil drinking a beer on the street. So can you imagine how hot is here?
Wow. Yeah. That's a little much.
Yes, so much. Vamos a empezar a comentar y a preguntar a Carlo unas cuantas preguntas. Iremos hablando un poco en español y en inglés. No vamos a traducirlo todo porque si no sería un programa muy largo. Y hoy no está con nuestro compañero de DropTV Latinoamérica, Galeneo, que no ha podido estar con nosotros por causas de fuerza mayor, por una cuestión de conexiones. Así que vamos a empezar el programa. Carlo,
yes.
Can you talk about what you did until the lockdown? What happened in lockdown? Did you work? Did you produce? Did you in your work? Did you focus on your family? So what you did it while the lockdown?
Yeah, I mean, this situation is new for everyone, right? So, I actually, use my time very wisely. Um, like I said, with been traveling so hardcore for 10 years, the silver lining in this is spending time with my family, my son, who, I get to see him maybe half of the year. So that was obviously number one priority. Um, Other than that, yeah, I've made a ton of music. I think after we start touring again, I won't have to make another song for another 3 years. I'll have demos forever. Um, we also, spent a lot of time on the label with Rawthentic. We expanded the business into doing new things. We're going to start releasing Rawthentic series of sample packs. We're going to start doing tutorials. So we've been definitely using this time to benefit us when we go back to normal.
Okay, we're very happy to know because most of the artists they were absolutely in the lockdown, creating, and
Yes.
and they have a lot, tons of music as well. So it's normal, but we are right now hearing down during all the show a remix you did at Funkarona for Chosen Sabbath's Oscar L. I think yes, it's okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
So later we introduce your new track, is your Rawthentic track. I really love it because I started to hear with attention with all material that I received, and I was shocked because it's amazing.
Thank you.
It's massive amazing. I really like this kind of stuff. So, Carlo, unfortunately, you had to cancel or change the dates for the next future. Do you think all will be okay in the next future and all these dates can be recovered soon, or do you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a new time for everyone. A lot of these dates that unfortunately had to be canceled, we're planning on to redo them eventually. The problem is we don't know when eventually will be. Is it going to be in 2 months or is it going to be in a year? I'm sure this whole COVID thing is going to issue a big reset button for the scene. So, there could be a lot of promoters that have booked me over the next 6 to 8 months that may not be around anymore. So all I know is one thing is that, this music is part of people's lives. It's never going to stop, and we eventually will get back to our normal lives. We will play, we will dance. So I know it's not gone. That's how you got to look at it.
Well, do you think this plastic sentence, like the people of the worldwide side, the new normality? What did it sound for you? The new normality.
The new normal. Yeah. I mean, this has been something that no one has ever experienced. And, as much as we say we're going to go back to normal at some point, I don't think the normal will be like it was 8 months ago. We're going to go back to a normal-ish lifestyle, but it's going to be a new normal. There's going to be a lot of different ways we do things, from eat at a restaurant to travel on flights to play in nightclubs. Everything is going to have a new alteration to it. You know what I mean? So once you can accept that, then you go on living as normal of a life as you can.
Yes, absolutely. We have to accept that. We can do that. We have only to take care about our health and to follow the governments for making it easy and for to not having this COVID-19.
Of course.
And what can I do? Wait, and we hope there's new vaccine will be ready soon. It doesn't matter if English, Russian, or American. I want it now. I want it as soon as possible for living this normal and real normal. Okay.
Of course.
So,
of course.
I have the chance to see you playing a lot of times because we were together many times since 2015. Within 6 years we met together. And right now, we introduce the people, the Spanish-speaking and English-spoken countries as well. How is it going up in the video booth? And what's up with Carlo Leo? Adentro video. Programa 22 de DropTV Connected y el que abre el paréntesis hasta el próximo, aproximadamente lunes 17 de agosto, en el que volveremos con más contenido de DropTV Connected. Estamos con Carlo y en directo en conexión con Canadá, concretamente con Toronto, y estamos hablando en español, combinando con en inglés para toda la gente que es de habla hispana y que sigue a Carlo Lío, y también en inglés mayormente por el propio artista y por toda la gente que le sigue también. So we are connecting. This is DropTV Connected number 22. We are live talking in English with the artist, Carlo Leo, especially because I speak English and not Spanish. So this is the main way, the main reason we're making it as. Of course, yes, normal. But we are trying to explain for the Spanish audience, or Latin American audience, as well as the speaking one, English one. Right. So I was thinking seriously about the scene, the electronic scene, how it is right now, say, in this moment. So do you think right now it's time to get a step back to see entire scene and to think about what will happen in the future? Do you think the electronic music scene have to think and reload for a new scenario? Is the question related to on what's going on right now with the whole COVID stuff, you mean? Yes, because he wants to back to see absolutely, and try the landscape to see going forward, a step back and say, okay, how is this going right now with the electronic scene in the next future? How can be the new electronic scene after this pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that, the governments and the people and the nightclub owners and the promoters come to some fair facts that can have, the people dancing, the people that support us have the same feeling that it was, 6 months ago, and we can have this in the future somehow. I don't know how foreseeable that is. I hope it does happen sooner than later, but I think for a little while we're going to have to maybe suffer a little bit and forget about how it was and make the best of how it is going to be for the next little while of the future before we can reach to that area we were in months ago.
Yes, because we were working with a lot of artists who came guests inside the TV show, and we were talking together about the electronic music bubble could explode and restart maybe in a new scenario, a new way to understanding the world of electronic music.
Of course. I think that's what's going to happen. There has no choice but to happen, especially after such a crazy thing that we're living through right now. Everything is going to get a reset, including electronic music. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. I'm just as curious as everyone else.
And I want to ask you one more thing, one more question. It's an interesting question, because right now in Spain, the way is like it is. Most of the local governments, they closed and they cut, they cut the times for letting the discos open. It means in most of the cases, they don't let open the disco and the clubs. So what is going on in Canada or USA? Is the same scenario? Is the same way there?
No, it's actually much worse. I obviously have a lot of friends in Spain, and I always hear what's going on. And I've seen on Instagram the last month and how clubs are still operating and people are still booking DJs. And here we have none of that. Clubs are still not open, not even for 10 people. They're completely closed. Restaurants, you still can't even eat inside. You have to only eat outside if they have a patio. So even though our numbers in Canada are actually probably some of the best in the world in terms of COVID-19, our restrictions are like we're one of the worst. So it's a good thing because our government is really, trying to get rid of this thing. But at the same time, it's bad because, our businesses, especially clubs, are still, against the wall. So it's like a real rock and a hard place. As of this Friday, where the clubs are allowed to have 50 people, which is, a club that has 1,000 people, how are you still going to survive with that? You know what I mean? So it's hard times for everybody.
Yes. Absolutely. This is the X sentence. This is the right. These are hard times.
Yeah.
To mission hard time for everyone in the world. These hard times. Okay, let's focus in. Right now. We saw a video. It was the Carl Cox logo. So I think I know what this club it was. So in the last video we saw where you were playing.
That was Revolution Space Tuesdays in Ibiza, Carl Cox's night, which will be burned in my head till the day I die.
It's an experience I can never forget.
Never. That was the first club I ever played when I went to Ibiza to play in Ibiza. So it's got a special spot in my heart. Plus for Carl as well. So it's it's unforgettable. Yeah,
fantastic. So let's go right now for a new video, and you will tell me after this when you were playing too. Okay, let's go.
Sure.
Otro video, adelante.
You are now watching DropTV.
DropTV.
Feel it, dance it, drop it.
Okay, so tell me, where's this place?
Yeah. So that video was actually in Ibiza as well. That was for Marco Belli's night that he had at Eden. I believe it was a Materia, his brand Materia.
Materia, yes.
Yeah,
Materia,
so I think he only did it. I think he only did it for 2 years, and that was I don't remember if it was the first or second year, but that's where it was, and it was amazing for what it was. Sadly, it didn't last, but amazing party nonetheless.
Fantastic. So right now vamos a cambiar de preguntas. Vamos a irnos unas preguntas más enfocadas en la producción. We'll introduce right now more questions for cues and production, and track you introduce right now for all the DropTV audience. Okay, so as I told you at the beginning, he's not here, our partner from Latin America. He's not Kent to be with us. So I want to ask you about your experience in Latin America. Did you visit Colombia?
Yes, all the time. It's one of my favorite places to play in the world, hands down.
In which it exactly?
Where in Colombia?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've played all over, but I guess the ones that I play the most would be Medellin, Bogota, Cali. But yeah, I was actually supposed to play one of the gigs that really hurt for me missing was during this COVID. I was supposed to play in El Ro in Colombia, which stung a little bit. Not one I wanted to miss,
So we can talk. We can say hi to all the Colombian people. Queremos decir un saludo a toda la gente colombiana que nos está viendo y que justamente de Medellín es Aleneo y no puede estar con nosotros. Así que toda la gente de Colombia, un saludo muy grande del equipo DropTV. Y como ha dicho, ha estado en Colombia, os quiere, le encanta la escena colombiana y en uno de los lugares más importantes que ha echado, pues Bogotá, Medellín. Así que a la gente de Medellín, Aleneo, si nos estás viendo, un saludo muy grande. Okay, so I was talking because our partner in Latin America is from Medellin, exactamente, from Medellin too. He can't go there right now. It's a pity, you know what I mean? This life, things happens. It should happen.
Yes.
Okay, we introduce right now about Trapped. You introduced tonight. Okay? So I listened carefully, and it's look like intensive, huge, smashing tracks, very, very, very intensive energy track with a old school touch.
Yes.
It's okay. So
Yes,
talk about right now to the process in how you thought about this production process when you decided to create Trapped.
Yeah, so basically Trapped, the actual main sample that I sampled was from a really old track. I think it's from the 70s. So already it has that, old school funk to it. I just popped everything up in a way that kind of kept that old school feel. I'm a big old school lover. I listen to 70s, 80s, some 60s stuff. So it had a real big, gangster swag to it, if you want to call it. So the synth line that was there, I mean, it really stuck out to me. It almost feels like I'm playing like a video game. And I wanted to keep, the real, like all my productions are really heavy on the low end. They have a big funk aspect to it. So I think it was just a perfect marriage. This old school funky shit with, like a lot of the funkier, heavier stuff that I make, put them together and you have Trapped.
Okay. Pues ahora mismo, para todos vosotros, so right now, for all those people who is fun with the audience who's connect right now with DropTV Connected, para todos vosotros en DropTV Connected, el tema de Carlo Lío, Trapped.
see our souls right, and I don't know what to do. See our souls right, and I don't know what to do. What to do, to do, 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 what to do, and I don't know what to do.
You are now watching DropTV.
DropTV.
Feel it, dance it, drop it.
DropTV Connected número 22 con Carlo Lío en conexión con Canadá, con Toronto, escuchando ese pedazo de tema, ese Trapped de Carlo Lío, editado en su sello Rawthentic, que me encanta. Y vamos a seguir hablando con Carlo Lío. Gracias a todos por estar ahí. Recordad que estamos emitiendo también a través de Facebook Live, donde estamos ahora mismo, en nuestra página oficial, y también a través de Twitch. Podéis seguirnos en Twitch, DropTV, ahí lo tenéis en la pantalla, DropTV, en Twitch. Sí, señor, seguirnos, porque este canal es un canal que va a dar muchísimo que hablar, y ahí estamos, como tiene que ser, toda la gente de DropTV. So we just heard Trapped. Do you want to do something? Remember me a classic. You know, classic. Do you know? Of course, you know this because you love the old school tracks and funk tracks.
Yeah.
Colonel Abrams, Trapped.
That's it.
I'm trapped.
That's a sample, yeah. Exactly. That's the one. You know.
So now you know what people call me Sample King, you know, because I got half a tools of thousands of gigabytes, you know,
Yes.
terabytes time my brain, and remember, see, this is it's a Colin Abrams Trapped. I was thinking
Right.
all the time that I know this. Okay, Trapped.
Yeah. Yes.
Colin Abrams, a classic, fantastic.
It is.
So fantastic track, fantastic energy.
Thank you.
I know very well. So
I think the last question cut out.
yes, no, I was talking only that it's a nice track, and I want to know something about this because Rawthentic is right now releasing interesting, smashing, and good new tracks. So it's one of the philosophy of this label. So talk about Rawthentic and your philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, basically, to put it in the most basic terms, I want to release music that I also want to play. I want to be able to play every release. Nathan as well. You know, sometimes labels sign tracks because it's a certain name or because it's your friend, and I get that whole thing. Sometimes you feel pressure to do that, but for us, the reason why I think Rawthentic has had two really successful years is because people see the quality in each release. Each release has something. We look for longevity. It's we want to sign music that, you know, in 5 years it'll pop in your head during your DJ set and you want to pull it out. You know, not just a track that has a 2-week shelf life, which is like most of the tracks coming out today. Not to say that they're bad tracks, but they just don't have that hook or that hit factor that will keep them relevant for years to come. You know what I mean? So that's the basic formula of how me and Nathan are thinking when we're signing music. We want music. We want the label to, you know, never be forgotten, and the releases to never be forgotten.
Absolutely, I agree with you completely. So right now, I introduce you the company who is behind DropTV. We'll say right now a short clip about the company who is behind DropTV. The call is called Dalive, and the very professional company. And I want to introduce you, and for all the international audience, who is Dalive.
close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And if it's good, I won't even worry anymore. Took all my cares, still can kick them all out the door. Go on and try, come and tell me what you're waiting for. Move and keep them going till your life is overflowing, yeah. I do a dance of victory, cause now I'm living good, no I'm not living like I used to be. Now talk about things, talk about my mind. Now I'm free from the words that I left behind. I gotta jump for joy and shout aloud and make a sound. Oh, the world can stop me now, no. And all the music I will ride on the beat. Play my guitar while I'm stomping my feet, yeah. I gotta celebrate life and get excited about good times, good living, come on, shout it out. Hey! Take it up, take it over, take it out of control. Today I'm freeing my soul and now you got me singing, oh. Hey! I'm feeling fine, smiling big, feeling right like I should. Life is better than good, yeah, you got me singing, oh. Hey!
So this is Dalive. This is the company, Carlo, behind DropTV. What do you think about the clip?
Yes.
What do you think about the clip as a professional company? Is it?
Yeah, amazing. Definitely. I agree.
So we created a year ago a new electronic music channel because there is no channel like this in the Hispano-American electronic scene. We decided to do it differently. We have our stage. We have connections. We made it strongly during the lockdown. We changed it for DropTV Connected. We are changing. We are preparing many more surprises. I will try to talk you right now in a few seconds.
Awesome.
Okay. Estamos encantados de que esté Carlo con nosotros en el programa. Y bueno, pues hay que decir que bueno, pues hemos empezado hoy un poco más tarde, a eso de un poquito antes de las 9:30, y vamos hoy en directo en el programa. Hoy no tenemos a nuestro compañero de DropTV Latinoamérica, que habitualmente pues hace las preguntas de trayectoria y sobre todo también de producción y presentar temas, pero estamos igualmente contentos de estar con Carlo en directo, en conexión con Toronto, que son 6 horas menos. So right now the time difference is 6 hours less in Toronto. 6 hours less. No?
6 hours.
6 hours. Okay, so Carlo, it's time to remember the social networks. During all the show, you are watching, and all the audience is watching. We are showing in the corner, in the left corner of the screen, DropTV.s website, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and many more socials where DropTV is involved, and all people can find us there. Especially, we are right now broadcasting by Twitch, DropTV. You know, this is Twitch, es nuestro canal, DropTV-bajo. We are broadcasting online now. Twitch, you can join us with DropTV. If you can see our YouTube channel, we can scroll down to introduce the YouTube channel where we have right now posted up there our 17th dropping special from our live stage with the main stage in Madrid. So you can find there 17th dropping special show with many different artists. And you can find as well one important event we introduce right now after movie, and you'll enjoy this right now in a few seconds. Ahora vamos a enseñarle directamente a Carlo dos cosas. El proyecto Aura, que es un proyecto que estamos a punto de desvelar. So right now we introduce you with Aura project, new Aura project. You can imagine, when you will see the clip, you can imagine what we are preparing, but it's more than a surprise. It's a very big surprise, and we are doing our best for making this so special and so huge and so smashing for all the audience. Os ponemos el clip de Aura para que lo veas. So watch it. This is the Aura project. You can follow us in Facebook because Aura is a joint venture project made and created through DropTV and Who Music Magazine. We work together for this special new Smashing Adventure, and soon all people will know about this. What do you think about this clip, Carlo?
I mean, I'm very intrigued. It looks very serious. I want to know more info about it, of course, and hopefully to be a part of whatever it is.
So you know very well, because this is the experience together since we know each other 6 years ago. Yeah. And I know that normally all these projects where I'm involved with, I call you because to have a professional like you is fantastic.
Sure.
So right now, introduce you our first international event, first TV international event, right at the top of La Piedra del Peñol in Antioquia, Colombia. So right now, you will be shocked with this clip, with the after movie. Adelante con el after movie de La Piedra. And this is our first international event. We made it just a few months ago in Colombia, near Medellin, Antioquia, Colombia, just right at the top of La Piedra del Peñol in Antioquia. So smashing, fantastic. It looks like incredible.
Insane. I mean, already that's one of the craziest venues I think I've ever seen. My second thought was, how the hell do I get up there?
So I see you like this very much. So
yes,
you know very well. We used to call you for many different projects we are working, or I'm working with. So probably we will talk about for many things we are preparing for DropTV. So pay attention.
Definitely, you know where to find me.
I know very well. So I want to ask you one thing, important thing. So in Spain we are supporting the music industry, all the music industry, the global music industry, because it's not only about DJs, about producers, about bartenders, about technicians, about people who is working in the office, about the music for festivals. And I want to ask you, is in Canada, they are right now supporting this professional with some kind of events or some kind of, you know what I mean, of crowdfunding or something like this, asking for money for help these people?
I mean, at the moment, there's nothing in terms of funding that's dedicated specifically to the music industry. We are getting a government help, but as more of a person who's just been affected by COVID. But in terms of, it been targeted to someone who lost, a creative type of job, there really isn't anything, sadly. which is, you know, pretty crazy because it's such a huge part of the culture, not only here but everywhere, and there should be more focus on it, and we need it just as bad as anyone else. And on top of it, we're probably going to be the last to go back to normal. So when, you know, people have already started working, we still have, you know, no light at the end of the tunnel, at least in Canada. So hopefully that changes soon, but I mean, I won't hold my breath.
So you have to know that in Spain, many different artists are working together and collecting money for, you know, for food, for clothes, for helping, you know, the people who doesn't have any work and can't eat, and for children, and many different artists in Spain they are using to do right now. This months ago they are making possible some kind of initiatives about this.
Right.
So we in DropTV from beginning we support these artists, given our channel for got the chance to broadcast and supporting this broadcast and trying to reach the most people as they could have for getting for reaching this fund. So we're gonna now our small support about this is helping the music industry, not only Spain and Latin America and all around the world, is supporting and playing this clip that you will see this clip right now. We are helping this way.
Oh, awesome.
Hemos formado parte de tus noches más divertidas, de cada uno de tus pasos de baile, de las letras que te han ayudado a expresarte, de todas las veces que has celebrado algo importante, de tu cultura y de tu identidad. Detrás de cada acorde, de cada aplauso, de cada temazo, estamos 300.000 personas dedicadas a emocionarte. Autores, artistas, promotores, managers, personal de producción, medios técnicos y muchos más en festivales, salas de conciertos, estudios, discográficas o editoriales. 300.000 profesionales del sector de la música en España trabajando para ofrecerte experiencias inolvidables, seguras, de calidad y cada vez más respetuosas con el medio ambiente. Muchos más de 300.000, porque nuestra labor impacta también en otros sectores como en la hostelería, la restauración o los transportes. Con tu apoyo, seguiremos contribuyendo a unir a las personas, a ofrecer experiencias únicas que ayudan a la recuperación del turismo, al desarrollo de la economía, la generación de empleo y riqueza. Mientras tanto, vamos a seguir poniendo música a los agradecimientos, al esfuerzo, a la solidaridad y a tantas emociones compartidas durante esta crisis. Si la industria musical desaparece, también se para la música. Que no pare la música.
And yes, music don't stop, because music is culture, music art, works, money, and a lot of families they are depending with this, and they can't work right now because the pandemic, because the COVID-19. So this is our main and small help we used to do every day here at DropTV for helping this situation.
Yeah, that's awesome. Any help is a big help at this point. So it's amazing that you guys are doing that.
So we want to say a big thank you for all the audiences connecting you at DropTV, and especially for your networks, Rawthentic Records, for your label, and as well of personal and professional profile, Carlo. And thank you very much for all people that's connecting and commenting and helping, and after all, and the most important, writing and supporting you as an artist. So for all these people, we can say big thank you and big respect for this audience. Big respect for this.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, and I can't wait to see everyone as soon as possible on the dance floor, of course.
I want to hear something in Spanish for the Spanish audience.
Oh boy. Hola.
Well,
Yeah,
we can say hola, os espero pronto en España.
Say it again.
Hola, os espero pronto en España. Va.
I have to say all of that?
Yes.
Okay. Say it one more time and then I'll get it.
Hola, os espero pronto en España.
Hola, os espero pronto en España. That was good, huh?
The translation is, I hope to see you soon in Spain.
Yes, surprisingly, I understood that a little bit.
And Carlo, Leo, thank you very much for being live with us at DropTV. I
My
hope you
pleasure.
like this TV show. This
I
is a
love
live TV show. We never record the shows. We always live. You know how difficult and how hard is release, especially for the people who is under technician, all the equipment, the visual and the audio equipment under this is very hard because
I
a
can
lot can be wrong. And thank you,
Of
Rich.
course.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Carlo. So
My
we
pleasure.
hope to see you soon.
I hope so too. Big love, Juanjo. Really much appreciated. And ciao.
And you know, when you want to release and you want to introduce and present your new smashing track, so you are welcome.
Of course, I have tons. So we'll talk about that on the side, and I'll get a bunch of new stuff to you soon.
And keep in contact because we were talking.
Always. You know it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Carlo Leo, and all the audience. Gracias, Carlo Leo, por estar con nosotros en el programa en directo. De verdad ha sido un placer estar contigo en directo en este último programa de este pequeño paréntesis que haremos desde hoy, lunes 17, fecha en la que volveremos con más contenido y otra vez con DropTV Connected. Importante que recordéis, Aura. El secreto será desvelado dentro de poco. Iremos dando píldoras, como siempre, es absolutamente secreto y daremos la información cuando llegue el momento. Pero estar atento porque el momento es agosto 2020 y agosto está a punto de empezar. Por otra parte, a partir del lunes, durante 10 episodios, DropTV Rewind presentará 10 episodios escogidos de la serie Dropping, de artistas que pasaron por nuestro stage principal, Plató 1, en Madrid. Así que, pues nada más, que gracias a todos los oyentes, por toda la gente que está viendo, la audiencia internacional, for all these English spoken countries who are watching us. Thank you very much for support, especially from Carlo here, because he's a professional and big person as well. Y también solamente deciros que gracias a la gente de Who Music Magazine, que hoy ha hecho un cross-posting a través de nuestra página DropTV, como hermanos que somos, con Dani Fernández y con el gran Marc Marcenit, que le intentaremos pillar para que esté invitado con nosotros. Gracias, Who Music Magazine. Juntos con DropTV en Aura. Un gran saludo. Y nada más, que nos vemos pronto. La gente de DropTV desaparece lo que es el equipo durante unos 10 días, aunque no os vais a cansar de verme, no, os vais a hartar, porque salgo presentando todos los programas de Dropping, así que os vais a hartar bastante. Gracias por estar ahí, volveremos en directo el próximo lunes 17, mientras tanto tenéis DropTV Rewind desde el próximo lunes durante 2 semanas. Gracias por estar ahí, nos vemos pronto, chao.